The insanity that is the Mexican Baseball League playoff race this year continues going into Wednesday, August 2nd. With just 5 days left, no team in the North Division has clinched any of the 6 available playoff spots. 4 had an opportunity to clinch one yesterday, but none of the possible scenarios came through. Now, today, 5 teams have a chance to secure a spot. Here is the latest. Usual apologies if I mispronounce any location or team names. All scenarios mentioned are from the Playoff Computer web app calculations. In the North Division, Tijuana continued their epic downfall Tuesday and lost their 9th in a row. I don't know if they are trying to be in the history books or what, but somebody needs to tell them it will be for the wrong reason. Still, they are just about a lock probability-wise, though I have been saying that for 2 weeks. Also relatively certain of going to the postseason are Dos Laredo, Laguna, Monterrey, and Saltillo. Durango and Monclova are having a heck of a battle for the 6th spot. Guadalajara is going to need divine intervention to see the playoffs. Going team by team, starting with Dos Laredo, they clinch a playoff spot today with a win or a Monclova loss, or Durango losing both games of a doubleheader, or Durango losing one game paired with a Tijuana loss. Laguna clinches a spot with a win or Durango losing both games of that doubleheader, or Durango losing either game paired with a Tijuana loss. And that is the same story for Monterrey to clinch a spot. Tijuana can finally clinch a spot once again, and I have said this for at least the past 5 days, with a win and a Monclova loss. They also can get in with a win and Durango losing both games of their day. Saltillo has the same scenarios as Tijuana. Moving on to the teams likely fighting for the last spot, Durango would best improve their odds by winning both games of the doubleheader, obviously, with a Monclova loss almost equally helping, with the Laguna, Saltillo, and Guadalajara losses only really helping with some far-out scenarios. And of course, Monclova's best day would feature the opposite, a win and Durango losing both games, with the Saltillo and Guadalajara losses only mattering if we were to look at some unlikely scenarios. Guadalajara is on the verge of elimination, which will officially happen if they lose and Monclova wins today, or if Durango wins both games of their doubleheader. Over in the South Division, things are almost set in stone. Oaxaca's loss on Tuesday probably put them on life support, and they can only dream the biggest dream that by the time the weekend comes around and they face Quintana Roo to end the season, that it will still matter. That is it for today. We can only hope the MLB and NFL playoff races this year will be as dramatic.